This is a game called Pixelborn. It was a fan-made Disney Lorcana like interaction thing. You could download the images and then play the cards online, all on the free. And this one guy named Pavel made this game by himself and put it up. It was such a cool thing. And then it was shut down on June 16th. And we don't have an online client yet, probably. I'm making that bet now. But this is how we used to test decks back in the day, for set 1 through 4. And it was the best thing. It even had a hardcore ladder where lots of people liked to play, like Savage, who was number 1. And so many people loved to play Lorcana. Old man played Lorcana. Savage won last season. Artabax, level 9001. This guy's grinded, dude. But this was a great game. And it had so many great things. We're going to look at a couple things before we play a game, just one last game together. At the end of each season, depending on how you ranked, you could get these gems, and then you could get these avatars that you can see online. That one's a Minotaur. Kenny's a Minotaur. I have this one, which I think is a squirrel. But look at all these. All these are like custom arts that Pavel had made. Profile icons, the same thing. We could exchange for one. I got this guy. That looks like a scary dragon. So many cool cards. That one is a dude who likes to fish. Is that Django? Visual effects. We could even change the feet that we had. I have this one. I think they're not puppy paws. What are they? Yeah, they're little puppy paws. They're green. Right? No, I guess I chose bear claws, but purple. Weird choice, but I did it. Cards and card backs. So like you would import your cards. These are the card backs. I only have this one. I was a Patreon, but I never linked my Patreon thing. Oh, shoot. Ranked Season 3 participant? Activate yes. That's so cool. I didn't know I had those. Plaques. We didn't get any plaques. The boards. I have this one on my Mac. I have this one on my Mac, the snowy one. There were so many cool things about Pixelborn. Titles, only Savage got the Stormborn Supreme. Finishes Wink 1. That's pretty cool. Can we exchange for anything still? Shop. There we go. Which one should we get? We'll get this blanket thing. Boom. There we go. Our last purchase on Pixelborn, he would send us gems through this. Great game. And we're going to play one last game with our Emerald Steel deck from set 4, Ursula's Return, together. Look at all this cool art. Pixelborn was so good, dude. We get paired against a Steel Amber deck, which is usually Steel Song, but we're seeing some crazy decks be played lately because everybody knows Pixelborn shutting down. Pixelborn Death. Oh, no. We're going to aggressively mulligan for Bucky. We're not even going to keep the Diablo. We just want a Bucky in hand. Bruno, Robin, Ursula. No Bucky. Not the best deal. But it's a deal nonetheless. We can Ink Strength of Rage and Fire, put down our Robbity Bobbity. That kind of makes them think that we're going to play a Bucky on 2, though we don't have a Bucky on 2. But we will be able to shift 3 and then bounce whatever they have with this. I'm so stoked I had these sleeves. I never even knew. That's so crazy. I played so many games without knowing that I had these sleeves. That's so silly. They ink. There's Pluto. And then they pass. I think we're going to save this. Ink our bird. Are we scared about bouncing? No. So we can just quest and pass. In Pixelborn, you could see the card that they ink by hovering over their inkwell. And then you could also see how many lore that they can quest for by hovering over their lore total. Then you can left click to see cards, what they do. So good. We can take out the Pluto finally. And we are going to do that with a shift. Sadly, I think we have to ink this, but we could ink this and then sing Bruno on that, which I think would be pretty hardcore. If we ink Ursula, shift, and then I think Bruno in this is the hardcorest thing that we could ever do. They have to discord a dock. Discard? What's discord? They ink a Rapunzel, and then we should probably see the Gaston come back into play. Yeah, we do. Is the dog going to quest? The dog's going to exert to play a dog. Crazy moves. We get a Storm Rage on and one of those. I think we're going to ink it. We probably should just hardcast that. And we'll play him. And we'll take out a dog. We get to gain 2 lore when we attack a card in a challenge. We're at 3, and they can play their Mufasa. Flynn quests for -4 lore next turn. Because they have 4 cards in hand. They exert, and they exert. They can play something for 6. They play something for all 6. It's the Hercules, the Bodyguard, the Resist 1. So solid. Does it have Resist 2? It has Resist 1. Flynn is here to sing. We get a Sudden Chill. I think we'll have to ink it. We can play our Beast. And we'll just pass. That Hercules is so big. How big is it? Pretty huge. They quest. I wouldn't be surprised if they just pass. They exert the Gaston. They could play another thing for 6. Tell me it's another Hercules. It's a Mufasa. Robin and Snake. I think we'll get rid of Snake. Play Bros. Just get our 2 quests on. I guess we should do this, but then they could throw in. We're chilling. They ink a dock. This is a really confusing match. They exert. They play Simba, which can do 2 damage anywhere they want. They'll probably choose Beast. And then we get to draw extra cards. They choose Flynn Rider. I hardly know her. Weird. Is this whenever a quest? When you play this card and when he banishes another character in a challenge. During your turn, you may choose one. I guess they didn't go here because then I could one-shot that. We can quest for 13 next turn, which is game. If we quest Robin and quest Robin, I don't know. I think we win here. They can quest for 7. I think we win. If they play any card, these guys can quest for 3. I think we just win. I think as confused as we were, it's just a win. That's his dad. They play a Chinpo, and we just win. They ink him. Yeah. They can't attack these. They're not evasive. They quest the Mufasa. They quest the Gaston. They quest the Hercules. And quest the Simba for twosies. And then we just win. Quest for 4. Quest for another 4. Quest with Beast for the W. That's Pixelborn for you. We'll play another because we like Pixelborn so much. Have you ever played Pixelborn? Let me know in the comment section. We get paired against the same guy and we're kind of trying to do the same strats, I guess. Evasive, bro. Do we not believe in Buckies in this deck? I believe that there is a Bucky in this draw. We're Mulligan 7 again. Where's our Buckaroos? There's Diablo. There's a Flynn Rider line. Where's our Squirrel, my guy? Think of Simba. Can we draw a Squirrel? We draw a Strength of the Raging Fire. Ink our Snake. Play our Kovski and pass the turn. Cove is like a little life hack. Strength of the Raging Fire into the Inkwell. They play a Shmi, which can 2-shot hitting Cove. We're going to ink that. Play a Flynn, just to throw them off their toes and move it to location. Now they're going to think, hey, I got to get rid of this. But that's not what we're going for. We sure would like a Bucky right about now. The Inca Magic Broom. Wow, they had lots of answers for us, but they didn't use them. There's the Gaston. There's Bucky. Do we get rid of this? Yes. Do we play Bucky? No. Do we ink this? Yes. We play Bucky. Do we play Bird? Do we play Bucky? We play Bucky. We move Bucky to location. Then we pass. Knowing to make him evasive is cool. They won't have any answer to evasive. They ink another Strength of the Raging Fire. They're at 4 ink. They can play something for 6, which could be their Hercules. It's Tinkerbell, which doesn't take out our Buckaroo unless they take out our Hidden Kovski. They do take out our Hidden Kovski, doing 3 damage to it. We have an Aladdin that we're going to ink. We have a Bird that we're going to play. That makes them discard a card. You can move it to location. And then we're not going to quest because they could do damage to it. Weird choices. We're trying to make them have no hand and then quest our Flynn like it's nobody's business. That's going to make our Bucky disappear. Uh-oh. They exert and play a Hercules in Bodyguard. If they quest their Shmi, it loses its life. We get Strength. Ink our Strength. Shift. Play our Bird. We could hit something for 3. Which won't be useful to us yet. We're at 3, they're at 2. When they draw, we get to draw. It's a rabbity bapa tea. We know how they have Babooms, we know how they have Strength of Raging Fires, but we know that they've inked at least 2 of them. They can quest for 7, which I'll be honest is what they should do. And they should keep their hand too. They're going to baboom our bird. We could see a whole nother baboom here. They quest with him. They quest with him. They quest with her. They quest with her. We could do 4 damage if we put both and then sing. So that's what we're doing, getting rid of Gaston here. And we can quest for 2. Pass. When they draw, we draw. We get a Flynn, which isn't going to help us too much. What we need is something like a Beast. Or a Beast. Or a Flynn Rider. Wow, he's back. What are the chances? They quest for 2 and can quest for another 2. We get Strength, which can deal 5. He has Resist 1, but we can take rid of Tink. Play him. Hard play. Does 5. We get rid of Tink. Quest and quest. We could throw him, but I think we'll just save. They can go to 16. When they draw, we draw. We're not getting the good draws. But we are getting the good vibes. Am I right? There's Captain Hook. A little bit too little, too late. They exert. Play a Carefree Stitch. They get to draw 2 cards, which ruins our Flynn synergy. We get to draw 2 cards as well. Looking for anything good, which we don't get. We don't want any of these. Quest for 2, up to 15. They quest for 5 on bird. Board? Not bird. Ink bird. Play bird. Play sea lady. We have to do 5 damage. And we can do 1 damage at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 4 damage. They got us. We can only do 4 damage to this because it has resist 1. So that would make this do 1 damage, this do 1 damage, this do no damage, this do 1 damage, and this do 1 damage. That's not enough, you see. So we're just going to quest and call it good. Big old quest going to 13 and our opponent has game on board. It's just that easy. When they draw, we get to draw. Hey, look, there's Beast now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting Pixelborn. I hope that Disney makes a digital client. I like Lorcana. But thank you so much for watching all the videos on this channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you later.